What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing Season 5, which is the season finale, which is the last of this show. Episode 1, we'll start it off. Everyone's at work, keeps asking Retsuko how Haida is because they're dating, and obviously he quit his job. Haida is avoiding finding a new job by playing a game online that he gets addicted to it and spend loads of money. Haida is being thrown out of his apartment because his family found someone to rent it, because if previously it was mentioned that Haida was getting a free apartment because his family owned the building. Retsuko tells Haida that she won't see him until he finds a job, giving an ultimatum. Episode 2, Haida meets the person he's been really playing with online, and her name is Shikabane. Haida gets a job offer by one of Shikabane's friends as a construction worker while he's living in this internet cafe. Retsuko's friends think he's cheating on her because he hasn't really been talking to her all that much. Haida shares an internet cafe booth with Shikabane, which seems like a good idea, but also a bad idea at the same time, because they're using it as like a small apartment, and there's only 2 computers and 2 places to lay down. That's it. Feneko joins the game in secret to spy on Haida. That's how that episode ends. Episode 3, Retsuko is fearing the worst about Haida. Retsuko and Feneko spy on them, Haida and Shikabane, in a restaurant. Haida gets caught by everyone, renting out a private booth with Shikabane. They thought there was more into it, but it was completely innocent. Shikabane looks extremely upset that Haida is moving out of the cafe. Haida is now living with Retsuko and driving her crazy because he keeps doing stuff that keeps annoying her. Episode 4 starts off with Retsuko's mom shows up unannounced and finds Haida at Retsuko's apartment. She pretends she was never there and invites them over 2 weeks from now for lunch because she didn't want to learn that they were dating this way and living together. Tun calls Haida to help out with the work problem. Haida explains he quit because he was embarrassed by his action. Tun gives him credit about the program he wrote and just says that he was a good worker. Haida says that he has plans to become an accounting engineer while meeting Retsuko's parents. Episode 5, the LTM girls gets asked by a stranger to let Retsuko meet him, or let him meet Retsuko. Haida starts working in a grocery store. OTM warns Retsuko about the guy, but they don't notice he followed them to her place, so she has another stalker. Haida tries to locate Shikabane and his other friend, but they're not at the cafe. Haida gets a call from his brother to come home immediately. That's it for that episode. Episode 6, Haida and Retsuko go to his parents' house. The family all sit down to have tea. The family wants to talk to Haida alone, so they ask Retsuko to leave for a few minutes. Haida learns his brother's plans for running for office. Because he's going to take over his dad's job because his dad's too sick to do it. And if Haida keeps quiet, he gets paid a lot of money. They get invited to stay over for dinner, but it gets super awkward. Haida and his father get in a huge fight. And then they leave, and while they're leaving, his brother comes out, gives him a bunch of money, and then says that he fools him. Episode 7, Retsuko is being followed home by that weird guy. She gets him when he gets right behind her. Haida attacks the guy before he can explain why he's there for. Turns out he's into politics. He keeps bugging Retsuko to join the election with him and be the head of his party. Retsuko basically gets forced into politics by the weird guy and a crowd of people. In episode 8, everyone sees Retsuko's political announcement, including her, that she had no idea was coming out. Haida's family figures out that Retsuko is running. Retsuko tells the man she doesn't want to run for office. Haida gets a threatening phone call from his brother to tell him to make sure Retsuko pulls out of the race. Haida tells Retsuko to go for it because young people deserve someone to represent them, which I completely agree with like real life politics, but I won't get into it. They learn that they have to run against Haida's family here, not too long after, in the exact same like little area that they're running. Episode 9. She learns that she needs 3 million yen to run. She asks her parents, they refuse. They ask Tadano for help because he just bought a new building and they want a little place to use as a campaign office. They start a fundraiser to raise money. Heidi quits his grocery store job to help Retsuko. Heidi goes to dinner with Shikabane to catch up. And Retsuko's yoga buddies come and donate money to her cause. Episode 10, the last and final episode. The campaign is going strong. She's campaigning her heart out. Everyone is helping out the best they can. People are bored at her speeches because they're expecting her death metal singing because that's what they got in the campaign, spoilers, and they're not getting it. Jiro, which is Haida's brother, is using all the stops to take control of the election. Tun purposely tries to piss Retsuko off to get her angry for when she goes on stage. She starts off slow but gets going after a few minutes. We get a great musical performance, including the OTM girls here. Jiro's father tells him losing is not an option. Later on, when they're taking down their signs outside their building, we see a truck hit Haida. He gets hurt, but he's mostly scared. He knows it was a planned hit by his family. Retsuko says she'll quit if his life is in danger. He tells her no, but to keep fighting for everyone. Retsuko plays another concert for everyone the night before the election. Jiro stands up to his dad and takes control of his own campaign instead of letting his father run it. Haida messages Shikabane for her to get a chat with Retsuko. Retsuko wants Shikabane to sing with her and rage out, and she does. Jiro ends up winning the election, and Retsuko is proud regardless, and they just go on to be happy. That's how the show ends. It's a nice little sweet ending. Yeah. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. If you want to leave a comment on your thoughts or opinions on this show, please do. Or even if you just want to say hi. So overall, I'd probably give this show like, I don't know, a 6 out of 10. Maybe like a 7 because the music was cool. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do. I do have some cool things coming up. And yeah, I'll just leave it out here. So see you in the next video. Peace.